Chapter 18, Getting Started. So in addition to loading Saru, before you begin counting, you'll need to plug in and turn on the scales, get your barcode reader working, turn on your headset, put a Sharpie in your pocket ready for writing on the kegs if you're weighing your kegs, red pen out and ready for marking invoices, and then turning on Dragon Speak, which is our voice command software. We've gone over this, but a couple of new pieces here. So first one, charge every night. Few of your pieces of equipment, your headset, your headlight, are battery operated, and so it's a good habit to get into to charge them every night. I'd suggest that you store your Pelican box next to a double power outlet, and then you can have your power or your chargers plugged in permanently, so every night when you come home, put the box down, you can just plug them right in and make it a habit, because it's pretty annoying when you run out of power. There's lots of moving parts, so one of the ones we can take care of so we don't have to deal with it is having everything charged. So next we plug in the scale. In general, with the old scale, it was very important which scale it was plugged into. These days the new scale, the A and D, is not so much, but in general it's good to keep it in the same one. And we typically use a USB port which is near the front of the computer. The reason for that is that obviously the wire sticks out, and if that wire is sticking out on the front of one of the sides, it will be less in the way, and you'll be able to put your computer into more little tricky spots. If it's way back, it just makes, in effect, the computer a bit wider, and so you'll find occasions when it's not so convenient. So C, the headset, is obviously used for the voice command, so we can count our full vessels. We can also navigate around the tool by saying things like save it, or move up, move down 3. Useful if you're up a ladder. So you'll need to plug in the Bluetooth dongle for your headset if you are using one of the ones that has a dedicated dongle, like currently the Plantronics set we use has a dedicated dongle. We also sometimes use Bluetooth headsets that are connected without a dedicated dongle, so you just need to make sure that Bluetooth is connected and the headset is switched on. And then once you hear the headset beep in your ear to say it's connected, you can open up Dragon Naturally Speaking, the voice command software. And just to say, it's important to have the headset plugged in first, because Dragon is set up for a specific headset, and so if you turn it on without that headset being plugged in, it's going to go bonk. Hey, I need to have that plugged in. So there's an order to that. Once you open Dragon Speak, you need to change the voice command settings. So within Dragon Speak, on the main menu within the Dragon software, select the words menu from the top and then select numbers mode. The idea of this is it restricts the software so it only recognizes numbers and certain commands, and so it makes it more fast and more accurate. The idea is that if it knows the world of everything you're going to say is only commands or numbers, it has less possibilities, and so the accuracy of recognition is better and faster. This step is easy to forget, but it's important for speed and accuracy. Sometimes we'll get a complaint from an employee, hey, this isn't working. We look at that and it's just because of that. So important to remember that step. Turning on the microphone. So we turned on the actual mic of the headset when we turned the thing on, but there is a little microphone icon on Dragon Speak which is red when you turn the software on, and you'll need to click on that red icon and it will turn green, indicating ready for your commands. And you'll also see a volume bar which will move as you speak, or there's noise going into the microphone that will confirm that everything's set, ready to go. F for quick turn on and off. So depending on your headset, you might have a nice feature where you can flick the microphone on a swivel behind your head. It depends on the model, but it will turn it off. This physically turns off the mic. You can also turn off the software by putting it into sleep mode, and then it won't register what you say. The icon, the one that was green and red depending if it's on and off, is orange when it's in sleep mode. And to put it into sleep mode from the green mode, you simply say go to sleep. And then to turn off the sleep mode, you need to say wake up. That said, the wake up will only work when the orange icon is showing, indicating it's in sleep mode, not when the red mode is on, when its mic is fully off. We clip our barcode reader to our belt. As you know by now, we shouldn't be using the barcode reader very much. We should just be following through the order of the map, that hopefully things are in the same position as last time. Inevitably, you're going to be using the barcode reader. So again, just because you don't use it most of the time, put it on your belt loop and it makes things quicker when you do have to change things. Sharpie and red pen, as we said, Sharpie for marking kegs, red pen for marking invoices. Another recommended option is to turn calculations off. You might be aware that in Excel you can by default, Excel is set to automatic, means that anytime you change the value in any cell, it will recalculate the entire workbook. Well, because of the size and scope of our workbook, that can be quite slow at times. And so when we're doing the count, we'll typically run it in manual mode or turn automatic calculations off. And so the keyboard shortcut for doing that is Control Shift F for off, and then Control Shift N for on. And I do apologize, that's wrongly listed. It's Control Shift here, Control and Shift F and N. And then one final piece on hotkey interference. If you're using the A and D scale, because it prints a plus before it inputs a weight of a bottle you've just weighed, it has an interference with Dragon Speak, and so you'll need to change or use a keyboard shortcut to turn the mic. Oh, sorry, you need to change the hotkey so that when it doesn't turn the mic on and off every time you weigh a bottle. Sorry, I didn't do a very good explaining that. But if you don't turn the keyboard shortcut off, you're going to have problems with interference. And if you find your microphone keeps getting turned off when you're putting bottles on the scale, it's because you need to deal with this hotkey interference that will stop that problem. Next up, we'll be looking at some counting issues.